Can you hear those crickets? There's a good chance that's the result of your MSP's efforts to find new clients and drive sales. It's a common problem. You've tried this, you've tried that. Well, this is going to be music to your ears. How does a 1000% success rate guarantee sound? It's a sales promotion for MSPs that have been in business for more than 3 years. Right now, let's talk about what it is, how simple it is, and the boost it could give your MSP. Now, this one doesn't apply to brand new businesses, but it's perfect for MSPs that have been around a few years or longer, because there's a sentence that I hear now and then from the MSP owners that I'm working with. The sentence is, oh, yeah, we used to do insert thing here. It worked really well, but we stopped doing it for some reason. And quite often the for some reason is no real reason at all, as in no one ever made a decision to stop it. It just stopped. Perhaps someone went on a vacation, maybe it just never started again after a long weekend away, who knows? But it stopped and no one ever started it again. And this happens across the board in every area of the business. It can happen with the way that tickets are handled or with how client information is logged. Quite often, it happens with sales and marketing processes. One of my MSP Marketing Edge members said to me, oh, yeah, we used to send out case studies to prospects before we met them, but we stopped doing it for some reason. And we then had a very long conversation about how sending those case studies out in advance of a meeting shows that your business is safe. This is solid, powerful social proof, which works because most people prefer to do what they can see most other people doing. And if the prospect perceives that the business is safe before meeting with the sales guy, then guess what? The sales conversion rate and the overall order value will go up. Now, even if it's a tiny shift upwards, that adds a lot of additional net profit over 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. I promised you the perfect sales promotion that's 1000% guaranteed to work. Let me tell you what it is. It's something that you did in the past that worked really well, and then you either never repeated it or it became routine and it just stopped. And then no one ever noticed that it had stopped, so it never started again. Actually, it's probably not one thing. It's probably a whole series of different things that all work together to give you overall a better result. Here's an example. In a previous healthcare marketing business, which I sold and exited in 2016, we identified 5 key actions that had to happen before a sales meeting in order to give us a 2 in 3 close rate. So for every 3 meetings we took, we closed 2 of those prospects into clients. And these steps were to ensure that we had qualified our prospect properly and fully engaged with them at an emotional level and made sure that they'd absorbed some social proof and made sure that they'd locked off enough of their time for the appointment. And these 5 key actions, they were that difference between a 1 in 3 close rate and a 2 in 3 close rate. So that's a fairly major impact on net profit from small actions. Double the results for the same amount of work. So as you can imagine, I systemized the implementation of them and I built a warning system, which was a results dashboard to tell me when something had broken down. Now, back then, and bearing in mind this is like 2013 to 2016, we used to mail out physical DVDs featuring video case studies to our prospects. As I say, don't judge me, this was a very long time ago. One day, my admin person, she ran out of DVDs. And she didn't tell anyone. No one knows why, but she just carried on posting out the appointment confirmation letters, but without the DVDs. And I noticed within a few weeks, as my dashboard showed that our overall conversion rate had slipped. So that was my cue to follow the system through and to diagnose what was broken. And it literally took 20 minutes and one tense conversation, and an order had gone in for 100 more DVDs sent off to the DVD duplication people. So here's your opportunity. Let me spell this out for you. Number 1, spend a few hours looking back over old promotions, strategies, and tactics. What did you used to do that worked really well? What did you try once that was a hit but has never been repeated? And what are the small actions in your MSP that have the greatest impact on net profitability? Number 2, bring them back. Implement them. Number 3, then build yourself a warning system that tells you the next time they fall over. Simple as that. What is that 1000% guaranteed to work promotion that you could bring back for your MSP that you know is going to work?
Paul Green's MSP Marketing Edge.